This one, Bola tips it in the backcourt. Brandon Herring runs it down along the sideline and throws it right back inbounds to the hands of Josh Stevens of Paoli. The Rams get it first. Valley opening up. We'll see they'll go to the half-court man-to-man. They go cross-court in the corner. Seacat all alone. 3 left corner is good. That is not what Coach Rob Hayworth wanted to see on the very first offensive play, but what the Rams wanted to get.
I thought, where is he throwing that ball to? I didn't see Seacat down in the corner. He found a hole down there amongst the Valley folks.
Now Coach Rob Hayworth talking it over with our official here, Tom Rohr. And everything seems to be situated. This allows, of course, Paoli to make to set up the full-court pressure.
And part of the reason why they got the long net down there.
Eckerty to throw it in. He gets it to Herring, who runs right in front of him. And Herring quickly down the left side with the dribble. Sets it up now in the half-court offense. See what the Rams want to do. If they'll go to the 2-3, and they will. Herring works left side. Let's high post the Boland. Can't get it to him. Valley going to really collapse in on the Valley big man. It's Burt Nixon, 34 points. He lit it up last night. Eckerty on the right side. He had the big game yesterday, but then got shut out last night for Valley to win. They cannot have that happen. They like those 10 to 12 points every game. Rominger down the lane, stops, pops a 10-footer, no good. Loose on the floor, rebound pulled down by Brian Wolf. Evan Seacat brings it up the right side with the dribble. Into the corner all alone. Here's 3 by Usugi. Front of the rim, no good. Weak side rebound, Keenan Cave. Quickly up to Herring. 3-on-2, not to his advantage. Crosses over, dribbles to the free throw line. Now puts a fadeaway shot up, no good. Tipped around, Boland, the rebound, up, good. Count it, and up foul. Coach Hayworth in the pregame, very, very pleased with his rebounding last night, and Boland starts him off on a good note tonight.
He just went up higher than anybody Paoli had out there on the floor to get the rebound. Then when he went back up with it, that's when he was fouled. Brian Wolf, who had good box-out position, just couldn't get up for the ball. He picks up the foul, his first and first on the team.
And the free throw is good by Todd Boland, and we are tied at 3. 6:54 to go on the Hometown Pizza Pasta and More scoreboard. Evan Seacat between circles to Brandon Chastain. Now to Stevens on the baseline to Wolf. Wolf out front, left side, Usugi, top of the key. The pass goes to Stevens, right side, Seacat. 3 from the right wing is good. Evans hits both of his looks that he's had. Here's a run out. Over goes to Rominger, tipped away at the last second by Stevens. Rominger tried to throw it off Stevens, and he does out of bounds to save the Blackhawks' possession of the basketball.
I was trying to track and see what Valley was doing defensively. They were in a zone trying to match up, and they just lost Seacat. He wound up wide open on the wing for a second straight trip.
Well, they've lost him twice. Inbound pass, Boland drives baseline, in between traffic, shot up, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Chastain. Now to Sugi across the timeline. Seacat, top of the key, going to launch 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. Wolf takes it away from Cave, put it back up and in. Brian Wolf on the offensive board. He's got his first 2, and the Rams up by 5 on the Hometown Pizza Pasta and More scoreboard. Herring in the backcourt works on Seacat with the dribble, runs it up right side to Rominger. They cleared out, let Herring have the basketball. He takes the top of the key, pass into the corner, 3 by Cave on the way. High arcing shot, too hard, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Rams. It will be Blackhawks basketball.
Well, Cave tends to shoot that high arcing shot anyway, but that time had to put it over the top of the defender. I think it might have been Chastain who was flying at him that time.
Rominger, 3 right corner, no good. Rebound tipped around. Chastain has it for the Rams. Up to Usugi. Usugi drives, crosses over, puts a shot up in the lane, no good. Eckerty, the rebound would come the other way. Herring down the left side, behind the back. Stops, 10-footer, straight away, back of the rim, no good. Eckerty tips it out of there, but right to Stevens. Josh runs it up the right side with the dribble. Passes it off to Seacat. He veers down the lane. Jump stop, shot up, partially blocked, but pulled down by Usugi. Here's Wolf in the lane. 10-footer off the glass, in and out, no good. Rebound, Evan Seacat in traffic, up, good. Counted, and a foul. As the Rams now hit the offensive glass for the second time, we'll have an opportunity one more time to go to the free throw line.
Wait to see who that foul is going to be on. The basket good. The foul goes on 40. That's Todd Boland, his first on the team. Boland got into a bit of foul trouble yesterday, but managed to work his way through it. And substitution for Springs Valley. Adam Mills in, and Keenan Cave to the bench. They'll have to be aware of where Mills is at. He's a good three-pointer if he is set.
Seacat steps up the line, hitting 74% from the stripe, and the first one by Evan is up and good. Well, he's off to a fast start tonight. 9 of the 11. Full court pressure. Eckerty needs help. Finally comes all the way to the forecourt. Mills tried to throw it to Bolin, but threw it behind him, and Seacat with the steal. Evan drives, stops, 10-footer. Knocked down, loose on the floor. Rominger and Chastain fight for it. Brandon touches it last. It will be Blackhawk basketball.
And as it usually is between these two, a physical ball game, a lot of bumping and shoving. Referee's doing a good job of letting them play through it.
Inbound to Herring. He drives left side to Mills. 3, left corner on the way. In and out, no good. Stevens, the rebound for the Rams. Runs it up the left side. Now stops in the offensive end. To Seacat all alone. 3 straight away. Front of the rim, no good. Herring, the deep rebound, would come the other way. Herring right down the middle of the court. Stops, drives in. There's contact, no foul. Stevens takes it away. Josh the other way, left side. Drives in, up off the glass, and good. Just like that, a quick turnaround, and Paoli up by 10 on the hometown Pizza Pasta and More scoreboard. 4:40 to go into the first quarter. Mills loses it out of bounds, and Valley turns it over already for the 4th time in this ball game.
Well, we've already gotten 6 shots for Evan Seacat, 3 out of 6. Got a bucket out of Stevens in transition. Wolf also involved. See if we can't get Chastain and Yusugi off this night as well.
Now Ed brings it up at the point. Seacat into the corner right side to Wolf, back to Yusugi, swing at top of the key, Stevens. Here's 3 by Seacat, left corner, up, in and out, no good. The rebound pulled down by Eckerty, clears it off to Bolin. He brings it up with the dribble, takes it all the way to the free throw line, now down to the dotted line, and as he went up, looked as though he might want to dish it off instead of shoot. Looks as though the Rams probably, Ed Yusugi will be called for the reach-in foul.
Yusugi gets the foul. That'll be his first, second on the team. Substitution, Joe Bullen checks in for Paoli, and he replaces Brian Wolf.
13-3 on the hometown Pizza Pasta and More scoreboard. Paoli on top. Quickly, Rominger bounces it off. Stevens back, comes in, gets it, and fires it up for a quick 2. Good heads-up play by Tyler Rominger. 13-5, first 2 of the night for Rominger. Left side to Stevens. Stevens works again, almost like a box and one. They're trying to match up. Now Chastain flashes, high post, shot in and out, no good. Pulling the rebound for the Rams. Back out to Chastain. Stevens swings it left side now to Yusugi. Yusugi to Stevens all alone, right of the key. 3 up, and he's got it to go. 5 now for Josh. 16-5. Long outlet pass to Rominger off his head. It goes out of bounds. It will be Paoli basketball. As if they don't get it into Herring initially, Bert, they look for the fly down the sideline to Rominger.
Rominger was open initially, but the defense for Paoli able to hustle and get back enough to distract him from being able to catch that ball. Stevens and Bullen, both the men in coverage, so to speak.
And this time, Evan Seacat gets up in the air and then decides to try and change his pass, and they'll call him for a travel, and that'll just be the first turnover of the night, though, for the Rams. Josh Nelson in for the first time, 5'9", and a senior. And coming out will be Ed Yusugi. Tyler Rominger gets a break as Gavin Smoot sees his first action. Inbounds to Herring. He comes in, stops left wing, 10-footer, back to the rim, no good. Seacat the rebound for the Rams. Evan will bring it up across the timeline with the dribble all the way into the corner to Stevens. Josh fakes the shot, now back out to Bullen. 15-footer, right baseline, back of the rim, no good. He goes after his own rebound, but good position this time by Brandon Herring down low. Bullen comes over the back.
Yeah, Bullen, if he'd have followed the shot initially, I think he'd probably come up with a rebound, as he was. He had Herring there, had a hand on the basketball when Bullen came running into him. That'll be the first on Joe, and 3rd on the team.
Inbound pass to Herring, beats the press with the dribble, passes it right side to Smoot, fakes 3, drives in, running one-hander, 10-footer, no good. But Josh Stevens gets him on the way by with a bit of a push, and Josh will pick up the personal foul.
And a little bit past the halfway mark of the first quarter, and already 14 fouls called against Paoli. They have been spread amongst 4 different players as Stevens picks up his first foul.
One thing also noticeably different here for the Rams, Bert, usually they send Evan on the fly, but tonight he's crashing the boards and he's already got 3 or 4 rebounds.
Yeah, they need that extra body and his height underneath to get the boards.
Gavin Smoot hits his free throw. He hasn't missed yet this season. 16-6 on the hometown Pizza Pasta and More scoreboard. 3:13 to go, first quarter. Next one by Smoot, in and out, no good.
You jinxed it.
Chastain the rebound for the Rams. Gives it off to Evan Seacat. He'll bring it across the timeline with the dribble. Left side to Stevens. Fakes 3. Dribbles to the top of the key to Bullen, right of the key. Looking down low to Seacat. Can't get it to him. Out front. Stevens has it. Goes over to Seacat. Fakes. Drives in on Herring. Jump pass. It goes off the hands of Joe Bullen out of bounds. And and the Rams have their second turnover of the quarter as Brian Wolf checks back in.
I think normally Seacat would have gone ahead and pulled up for the jumper, but he got a poke to the eye and was getting rid of it. Bullen, knowing that he usually shoots it, was breaking to the basket. So the two just a little bit off in the communication as far as what's going on out there.
Rominger back in. Herring gets a break. Eckerty drives down the lane, tried to bounce pass down low to Bolin. It went off somebody's leg, and they say off the leg of a Paoli defender.
So Paoli will set up in that 2-3 zone defense. They've been in that most of the night, if not all the night.
Eckerty goes in the corner to Rominger, deep in the left side, drives into the wing, puts a floater up in the lane, partially blocked. Seacat the rebound, comes out with the dribble. Evan drives in all the way, left side, stops, puts it up with the left hand, back of the rim, no good. Tipped around, Wolf has it, put it back up a second time, no good. And Bolin comes down with the rebound for the Hawks the other way. Side driving all the way and laid it up too hard, no good. The ball is a mad scramble loose on the floor. Wolf has it. Wolf looking down for it, goes to Seacat 2-on-1. Evan drives in, puts a shot up, no good, and a blocking foul will be called on Gavin Smoot of Springs Valley.
Wolfie had just been able to get a hold of that basketball. He had Nelson all alone at the other end of the court. Just couldn't get it to him, and Smoot was hustling back, getting into passing lanes to keep him from being able to get rid of it. Seacat drives in, drew the foul against Smoot. That is his first and second on the team. Seacat to the line. He's been there once tonight. Hit that one.
Well, both coaches have been going to the bench, getting players in there. They know that it will be an up-and-down ball game. 2:19 to go here in the first quarter of play. Paoli leads it by 10. Free throw by Seacat up and good. Hometown Pizza, Pasta, and more. Daily lunch and buffet with soup, salad bar, pizza, pasta, and dessert bar for just $4.95. Hometown Pizza, Pasta, and more in Paoli and Salem. Evan down double figures already with 10.
But he'd gone cold from the field. Hit 3 of his first 4, but has missed his last 4.
Second shot by Evan up and good. Coach Hayworth wanted to keep him in check, and he's not doing it so far yet.
No.
Well, the team is paying for it.
I think the figure he set was 17 points or less, and right now Evans got 11 already with still 2:15 to go in the first quarter.
Cave looks to get it in, and he cannot get it. Great defense by the Rams on the front of the zone. Usugi, Nelson, and Stevens get the credit.
Well, they had Herring and Rominger back here trying to get free. Nobody from midcourt on back came up to help. If they'd come back, they'd have had the relief man.
Out front, the pass goes to Nelson. Rominger nearly stole it, but Nelson gets it back. Josh drives to the top of the key. Bounce pass right side to Stevens. Stevens looking down low into the high post of Fuller. Left side, Usugi, top of the key. Nelson all alone. 3 on the way is good. Josh Nelson is his first three-pointer of the night. 21-6 on the Hometown Pizza, Pasta, and more scoreboard. Quickly up to Gavin Smoot. He lost the ball. Fulham makes the save, tipped around, and Wolf comes down with it for Paoli. Usugi, long lead pass to Nelson. Tracked it down in the corner, but then as he comes down, he bounces the ball on the sideline out of bounds. And the Rams give it right back.
Now we'll see if Valley sticks with the defense that they've been playing in the half court. Paoli's got a mismatch, and I think that's what Coach Brown has been looking at, is trying to get the ball into Brian Wolf, because he had the smaller Keenan Cave down there on him.
Eckerty comes in. It goes to Rominger at midcourt against the press, working against Nelson. Rominger drives all the way in, puts a running one-hander up, in and out, no good. Tipped up by Bolin, no good. Eckerty has it. He pulls up 10-footer left baseline, is good. Tim Eckerty gets it on the third attempt, his first 2 of the night. 21-18 in favor of the Rams. Down low in the lane. Wolf turns, gives it off into the corner. Nelson's 3, front of the rim, no good. Herring has the rebound for the Hawks. He brings it out quickly with the dribble. Stops, dishes right side. Rominger drives, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Chastain. We come the other way. It's a track meet. Usugi lost it, got it back now to Chastain. Brannett fakes, and as Brannett shuffled the feet, he'll be called for a travel.
Now gave that head fake, but at the same time he was moving the feet. That's a turnover against Paoli. Gives Coach Brown a chance to get Seacat back into the ball game. And Josh Stevens, who's off to a good start with 5 points, he's to the bench.
Inbound pass, a long one in the corner. Rominger double team, gives it out to Bolin. Bolin drives down the lane, floating 10-footer, straight away is good. 4 on the night for Bolin. 21-10, the Rams lead it with a minute 5 to go in the first quarter on the Hometown Pizza, Pasta, and more scoreboard. Usugi top of the key to Chastain, to Nelson, to Usugi into the left corner. Ed bounce pass in the high post. Chastain right back out. Nelson 3, left of the key, going to be way short. Seacat has it. Ian Wolf collide, and it goes out of bounds. At that time, the Rams were their own best defenders.
They were. Nelson just wasn't set when he got rid of the ball on the shot. He went for the fake, then tried to set himself and was way out of kilter when he got rid of it.
Now with 40 seconds remaining, the Hawks pull it out. Let's see if they go for one, down by 11. They have trailed this entire first quarter of play. 36 seconds. Bolin just dribbling it out along the perimeter, gives it off now to Tyler Rominger out near midcourt along the sideline, left side. Now Herring has it between circles. 25 seconds and counting on the hometown pizza, pasta, and more scoreboard. Hawks begin their offense down by 11. Rominger fakes three. Nelson a good recovery to Cave on the right wing. Drives in the lane, lost his footing, and as he goes down, a foul will be called with 14.3 seconds remaining in the quarter.
He got the feet tangled up with Josh Nelson, who was crashing down on him from the high post on the defensive side of things, and Nelson picks up his first and fifth on the team. 14 seconds left in the quarter, so Valley still to work for the final shot of the quarter.
Stevens back in for the Rams. Here's Rominger to throw it in along the sideline, and it's tipped there by Chastain, actually kicked by Brannon. Rominger will stay right at the same spot on the right side of the bucket. 13.9 seconds to go. Rominger slaps the basketball, comes out high. Boland's free throw line jumper short, no good. Tipped around. Seacat the rebound for the Rams. Clears it off with 9 seconds to go. Walks it up with 7. Valley drops back into the zone matchup. Here's Seacat, right wing jumper, front of the rim, no good. Wolf the rebound in traffic, up at the horn, and he got it. Right at the horn, an offensive rebound for Brian Wolf. Count it. And with the first quarter of play belongs to the Rams. They lead Springs Valley basketball. Stevens, Seacat, Usugi, Chastain, Boland, Eckerty, Rominger, Caven, Brandon Herring. High post pass goes to Brian Wolf. He drives down the lane, floating one-hander, 10-foot, no good. Ball tipped around. Brian gets his own rebound, turns in the lane, second time short, goes up a third time, no good. And Evan Seacat has it. He turns in the lane, put it up and in. The Rams just played volleyball right there, and now on after the bucket, looks like Cave will pick up a foul away from the basketball.
Seacat now with 13 points. That foul goes on 23 for Springs Valley. Keenan Cave, I think he and Seacat got tangled up after the ball had gone through the hoop. Cave, that is his first foul, third on the team. Give it back over to Paoli underneath the Rams basket. Paoli 8 of 22 in the first quarter, 36%. Valley just 4 of 16, 25%.
And Usugi to throw it into the left of the bucket. The Rams stack it up. He lobs it into Wolf all alone. Put it up. Blocked from behind, though, on a nice play by Todd Boland out of bounds. He saved an easy two right there.
All of a sudden, Wolf was there all alone. Everybody went away from him. That was the initial play that they wanted. Once they shut it down, they went away from him.
Stevens at the free throw line. Seacat three, left side on the way is good. Evan Seacat's found a home in that left corner. 28-10, the Rams lead it.
He's got 16.
And we just started the second quarter. Out front, Herring slows it down. The Rams now drop back in their half-court zone defense, packing it in around Boland. Cave, left wing, drives in, bounce pass, lift the left side. Herring back out to Cave. To the free throw line, stripped away by Seacat, picked up by Chastain. Partially blocked by Herring out of bounds, and it will be Paoli basketball.
I'd
say that. Let's see if it's good.
Well, they never did point. Now the Valley wants to call timeout.
Coach Rob Hayworth not liking the way the second quarter is starting for his team. We did not play a minute, and he takes a timeout with 7:06.
A couple of days. It just makes for an interesting day.
We'll start at 3 in the afternoon and be here all afternoon and all night long till we're done, and then we'll set you up for that championship round on Friday. Rams had the basketball after the Blackhawk timeout. Chastain left side. Seacat drives in, and there's an offensive foul. And stepping in there to take the charge was Tyler Rominger for the Blackhawks.
First foul on Seacat, sixth on the team. Paoli continuing the trend that they had earlier, wherein everybody seems like they're going to pick up a one at least before somebody gets stuck with a second. 16 fouls spread out amongst 6 different players.
6:51 and counting here in the first half of play. The Rams lead it by 18 on the right side. Rominger down low. Boland catches, turns, puts it up and good in one motion. 7 for Boland, who did a nice job of flashing across the baseline to get that shot opportunity. Usugi passes it out front. Chastain, left side. Josh Stevens with the dribble for the Rams. Hawks man-to-man. Fires a pass on the baseline to Chastain, back to Stevens. Top of the key to Usugi. Usugi looking down low. Finds Seacat guarded by Herring. Evan dumps it off on the baseline. Spin move by Boland, but right there's Rominger to tip it away and steal it. And as he goes for the ball out of bounds, he is bumped and fouled. And this one looks like it would go on Brian Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf was just frustrated after losing the handle on the basketball. Way too aggressive in going after it. Sent Rominger to the floor with a pretty good shove in the back. Rominger will go the other way to shoot one in the bonus because that is team foul number 7 against Paoli. It is also foul number 2 against Brian Wolf.
Looks as though Tyler may have taken a hit to the head there right about the right eye. They're looking him over. Kind of cheered up a little bit on him, and the officials are letting him walk slow down here to get his vision cleared up, and he's going to wipe away the perspiration, stand up at the line. Excellent free throw shooter at 80%. At the line here for Springs Valley. Free throw back of the rim, no good though. Bolin goes up high over Wolf, puts it up left side, back of the rim, no good. Bolin a third time, no good. And finally Wolf clears it out of there for the Rams. And it goes a pass down the right side. Seacat. And we're going to have a whistle as Joe Fullen gets ready to check in. The ball knocked out of bounds by the Blackhawks. Fullen in and Wolf out for the Rams at the 6:08 mark.
Almost looks like you're going to need the fight doctor for Rominger. That eye looks like it may have puffed up a little bit on him already.
And checking in for the Blackhawks, 44, Blake Allen, 5'7", 130, and a freshman. Blake saw some action and the win over Graceland Christian yesterday morning, but did not play last night's game against the Cougars. Here's Seacat again, left side, 3 on the way, in and out, no good. And Bolin has the rebound for Springs Valley. And as he comes down with it, we've got a whistle and a foul will go on Paoli.
That's a good news, bad news type situation with the way that the offense is going for Paoli right now. That foul on Fullen, his second and 8th on the team. Good news is they're getting open looks for Evan Seacat. It's just that right now the ball is rolling around and falling out on him.
To the line, Todd Bolin, an 80% free throw shooter on the year. And Todd's free throw is up and good. Ronald Hill gets ready to check back in the Blackhawks lineup. 8 points already for Bolin. And Keenan Cave will come out for Springs Valley. Well, Valley needs to do what they're doing right now. That score with the clock not running. They try and climb back into this game. 28-13. Been down by as many as 18. Free throw in and out, no good. Tipped around by Hill and finally pulled down by Seacat. Quickly up to Stevens on the left side, crosses over into the baseline. Out front, the pass goes. Seacat, Chastain, swing it right side on the wing to Yasugi. Valley stays in the half-court man-to-man defense. Yasugi with the dribble for Paoli between the circles. Left side to Chastain on the wing. Brannon fires the pass out front, Fullen, right side Yasugi. Yasugi looking down low, nobody open. Rams patient now on the offense. Longest that they've run a set all night long. Yasugi on the right wing, making the Hawks play defense. Drives in, stops, free throw line jumper, back of the rim, no good. Hill the rebound for the Hawks to Herring. Herring across the timeline with the dribble, slows it off to Bolin. Rams drop back now into their 2-3 zone, almost a 3-2 zone. On the left side, Rominger into the corner to Allen to Rominger. Behind the perimeter, looks left, fires it right now. Herring's 3 right of the key is up and good. Brandon Herring gets a good look, and he hits his first long-range bomb. And it's 28-16 with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. As Valley tries to climb back in, it down now by a dozen. Yasugi behind the arc with the dribble, works between the circles against the Valley man-to-man. Right side to Stevens. Stevens looking down low. High post pass, Chastain turns in the lane, stops, 10-footer, in and out, no good. Ball tipped around. Allen has it for the Hawks. Gives it off to Herring down the left sideline. Herring stops, passes back out to Bolin, drives in, pulls up, 17-footer on the wing, no good. Joe Fullen with excellent rebounding position, and all Ronald Hill could do is go over the back.
And that foul goes on Ronald Hill, his first and 4th on the team. It just seems like we're getting an awful lot of long rebounds tonight, rebounds that can be contested without much fouling going on. And it seems like Valley's gotten a few long ones when Paoli's had good defensive rebound position.
Seacat at the point, off the dribble, top of the key, shot no good. Herring the rebound, looks down for it, now runs it up with the dribble ahead to Hill. Right back to Herring, fakes 3, and as Brandon made his move, he'll be called for a travel, and that's 10 turnovers already on the Blackhawks.
And that's too many in the first half of play, especially when you still got 4:17 left in the second quarter.
28-16. Paoli on top in the basketball. Seacat across the timeline, gets the screen, works it right side, looks down low to Chastain. Brandon bobbled it, but got it back. Needs help. Fullen cuts down the lane, and as Joe makes his move down the 3-second lane to the low post, Todd Bolin there trying to cut him off, and Todd kind of gets a foul that Coach Well, they would not like for him to pick up.
No, because he just picked up his second personal foul, not in a situation where the man was threatening to score. Second on Bolin, fifth on the team, so Paoli not yet in the bonus.
Seacat to Stevens, top of the key. Works left side. Seacat, Evan drives down the lane, stops running one-hander, back of the rim, no good. Tipped around, Evan gets it on the left side, put it back up and in. Give Fullen credit, though, for keeping the ball alive for the Rams. Allen to throw it in, needs help, comes in the mid-court to Hill, right back to Bolin, and he'll bring it across the timeline, then he just throws it away. Seacat has the steal. Evan works between players, drives left side, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound, though, by Chastain, back up and in, and another offensive rebound put back up and in by the Rams. Coach Rob Hayward says we need to talk it over. All of a sudden, the Rams have doubled up.
Don't make too many more. You better get a lot of them. And that's what Paoli has done so far. Evan Seacat doing the majority of the scoring. He has got 18 points already.
And offensive rebounding, a big key for the Rams. And the backcourt, Rominger being guarded very closely there by Stevens, and Josh will pick up the foul. Valley right there trailing in that department. The Rams have 12 offensive rebounds of their 23. Valley has 16 rebounds, but only 5 on the offensive glass.
And the foul's starting to pile up a bit on Paoli. Stevens has just picked up his second personal foul. That is team foul number 9. One in bonus this trip. One more trip, though, or one more foul, and Valley shoots 2.
Tyler Rominger at the line for the Hawks. Free throw in and out, no good. Chastain the rebound for the Rams. Clears it up. Seacat left side to Stevens. Stevens backs it out with the dribble. Gives it off now to Seacat. Swing it right side to Sugi. Looking down low. Ed can't get the pass to Chastain. Now to Stevens at the point. Right, making left side now to Chastain. Brandon passes it. Fuller comes back to get it on a good save. Stevens into the corner to Yasugi. Ed fakes, now pulls it back out with the dribble. We near the 3-minute mark of the first half. Yasugi between circles for Paoli, works the right side to Stevens. Stevens backs it out, crosses over, drives down the lane, pulls up 10-footer in the lane, no good. Bolin the rebound for the Hawks. Long outlet pass to Herring. He drives in, stops, puts it up off the glass from the left side, and good. Transition that time, and 5 points for Herring. A big key for the Blackhawks. 32-18, 2:45 to go. Left side, Josh Stevens with the basketball. Oh, great pass down low. It goes in to Brandon Chastain, and he is hammered as he goes up for the shot. He came down with a back cut from the weak side, and Valley just got there too late.
Well, they had set that play up a few times tonight, just had not thrown the pass. That time, Chastain did break clear and got the pass. Hill forced a foul. That's his second personal foul, 6 on the team. One more, and Paoli will be in a bonus situation, as it is Chastain to shoot 2.
Brandon hitting 90% from the line, drains that one. He's got 3 points on the evening, 33-18, with 2:41 remaining in the first half of play. And Brandon Chastain ready to go. Second free throw is up, back of the rim, too hard, no good. Joe Fullen the rebound for the Rams. Back out to Brandon, left wing, 15-footer, back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Todd Bolin with authority for the Hawks. And now Todd will bring it up with the dribble for Valley. Goes to Eckerty on the left side. Eckerty behind the arc, tried to go down low to Rominger on the baseline, but Chastain kicks it out of bounds.
Paoli that time had nobody to guard in the low post. Everybody was up toward the top of the key to midcourt.
Rominger lobs it over to Eckerty. He puts one in from the right wing, 17-foot out. His first 2 of the night. 33-20, 2:10 and counting here in the first half. Chastain top of the key to Stevens. Stevens looking down low, nobody open, drives to the free throw line to Seacat. Seacat guarded out front by Hill. Now directing traffic, sends Yasugi down low. Evan at the point. Works on the right side, bounce pass to Fullen. Fullen into Stevens down the lane. Josh stops, fires up off the glass from 10 foot. He's got 7. And Paoli back up by 15, under 2 minutes to go. Bolin across the timeline with the dribble, works it to Hill. Hill down to the baseline, out to Bolin, top of the key. Herring works it right side to Rominger. Rominger with the dribble between the legs, now drives in, kicks it back out to Herring. 3, top of the key is up and good. Brandon Herring just apparently needs to shoot more. He's got 8 in this half, 35-23. Seacat in the offensive end. 3 by Yasugi, right corner, can he answer? He does. Ed Yasugi drains the long-range bomb, his first 3, 38-23. A minute 22 and counting. Bolin on the right wing, drives in the lane, kicks it back out to Hill. He drives in left side, put it up and good off the glass. Nice drive by Ronald Hill, his first 2. The Rams the other way, Yasugi to Seacat. Seacat now left all alone. Gets 3 on the right wing and good. They just backed off and left him. Coach Rob Hayward is wondering, what did we talk about in pregame?
Seacat with 21.
41-25, under a minute now remaining. Herring, stutter step with the dribble, back out to Rominger. Rominger now pulls it back out. Let's see if the Hawks want to try and set up for a last shot, or at least make the Rams work for it on the defensive end. Bolin has it now between circles, takes it to the wing, out front to Herring, down to 40 seconds. 41-25, Paoli on top. Herring with the basketball. The Blackhawks will get it to start the second half. Out front now, Rominger. Rominger drives to the top of the key, looks for a shot, passes the right side. Bolin on the baseline as he makes his move. Joe Fullen fouls him out on the floor with 21.1 seconds remaining.
And we'll make sure before I say, but I think Fullen has got 3 personal fouls on him. That would be 10 against the team so far tonight. So a double bonus situation for Springs Valley, and Fullen does have 3 fouls.
Valley doing a good job of staying out of foul trouble, yet to be over the limit. Put the Rams in the bonus. Bolin at the line for 2. First one's up and good. Gavin Street, Josh Nelson will come in. And it will be Eddie Usugi coming out. Also Josh Anderson for the Blackhawks will come in. Ronald Hill will come out. Smoot ready to check in for Bolin. Ed picked up, his older brother Eddie. Todd picked up a couple of fouls early, but has done a nice job staying in the game. And now they want to get him out for the final 21. Out shot in and out, no good. Chastain the rebound for the Rams. Gives it off to Seacat. Anderson in the backcourt, pick him up across the timeline. Evan gets a screen, works left side, looking down low out to Chastain. Still plenty of time. 9 seconds to go. Pass out of the way, stolen by Rominger. Rominger the other way for the Hawks. Stripped away by Nelson as he goes in with 3.9 seconds to go. And Tyler Rominger comes up with a big defensive play right here before half for Springs Valley. And he'll go to the line.
That's a big foul against Paoli because it didn't go against Nelson. It went against Stevens, the 2 of them right there. Stevens picks up his 3rd personal foul. And Rominger to the line to shoot 2.
Tyler's free throw is up and good. And now Gavin Stroop gets to come into the game for Todd Bolin with just 3.9 seconds remaining. That'll be the first break that Todd has had, by the way, this whole first half.
I don't think Rominger or Herring have been out.
I think you're exactly right. Herring went out, I think, for a little bit.
Just briefly,
but not much. But Rominger, right, has not been out. Rebound no good. And shot no good. Rebound by Seacat. Launches it from half court. It's going to be short. And that will be the first half of play. And in this ball game at half, Paoli leading Springs Valley by a score of 41-27.
I think they're doing a decent enough job on the boards tonight and need to get a few more shots, especially for Brandon Herring on the offensive end.
Herring brings it up with the dribble to start this half. Bounce pass down low in the lane. Bolin triple team loose on the floor. Back to Herring. 3, top of the key is up and good. Brandon Herring has been perfect there from behind the arc. He's got 11, 41-30. Usugi bounce pass down low in the lane. Wolf turns right side off the glass, in and out, no good. Eckerty the rebound, long outlet pass ahead. Driving is Hill, who starts this half. His shot up, no good. And Chastain pulls it down for the Rams. As the Hawks, just an easy one there that they would have liked to have. Into the lane, Wolf give and go to Seacat, and as Evan makes a move down the lane, a reach-in foul will be called on the Blackhawks. It is Herring, Eckerty, Rominger, Hill, and Bolin. The Rams go Usugi, Stevens, Seacat, Chastain, and Wolf.
Kim Eckerty picks up that foul. That's his first on the team here in the half, but a real nice give and go between Wolf and Seacat.
And bounce pass comes quickly into Wolf. Left side is shot up off the glass, too hard, no good. Bolin rebound, outlet to Herring down the left side. Stops, fires 3, left wing, front of the rim, no good. Seacat the rebound for Paoli. Evan runs it quickly in the front court. Stevens, cross-court pass, Usugi, fires 3 on the way, front of the rim, no good. Herring the deep rebound, and as he comes out near midcourt, there's a bump and a foul called on Usugi for Paoli.
And on Ed Usugi, that'll be his 2nd personal foul, first on the team here in the half. Paoli starts off cold from the field, 0 for 3 so far, but they've got 2 real good looks for Brian Wolf. Valley, on the other hand, 1 out of 3 as Herring has had that 3-point field goal, and they can get it below double digits here.
Rams 2-3 zone. Hill to the left of the key. Passes it off to Herring, now to Bolin. Bolin works behind the arc. Herring has thought about three now. Eckerty fires three left of the key, in and out, no good. Chastain lofted, it goes to Romier. No look pass to Bolin on the baseline. Todd drives in traffic, puts a shot up, no good. And Evan Seacat comes down with the rebound for Paoli. And that's where the foul will occur on the floor underneath the bucket.
I think regardless of who it is, the player will pick up the third foul. It was either Bolin or Hill. They both had two, and the foul goes on Todd Bolin. That's a bigger problem for Springs Valley because he has got his third, and he's the focal point of that offense out there for Valley.
Seacat will bring it up across the timeline with the dribble. Valley works in their half-court man-to-man defense. Left side Chastain. Valley has turned on the defense here, held the Paoli scores through the first minute and a half. Seacat works left side. Hill has inbound pass in the corner. Chastain looking down low, lost it and got it back. Good defense by the Hawks. Here's Wolf in the lane, kicks around, stolen from behind. Herring the other way, 2-on run to Herring. He put it up off the glass and good. Nice play between Herring and Romier. 13 for Herring, and it's now just a 9-point Paoli lead. Lob it into Wolf. He works left side, kicks it back out. Stevens, three in the corner, in and out, no good. Chastain the rebound, ran and got it, but he'll also be called for the pushing foul.
Well, things going Valley's way right now. They've got that lead, which was up at 16 points when it was 32 to 16. And it's now down to 9, 41-32, and a chance to get a little bit closer. And Chastain has picked up his first foul, second on the team here in the half.
Herring brings it up with the dribble, crosses over, scoops it out to Romier, fires it to Eckerty, left side to Hill. Hill looking, faking, drives in, gives it back out. Eckerty, three on the way. He can't get two in a row. 41-35. 7 down for Eckerty as Valley comes out shooting lights out. Seacat down low to Wolf. They chase him. He spins down the lane, put it up in front. He got it. So Wolf breaks the dive. Grab at the 5:35 mark. 43-35. Herring runs it the other way in the offensive end. They stop him with the defense. Bolin now Herring. Here's three left side, and he got it. And the net gets caught. But boy, the Hawks are burning it up from behind the arc, and the Rams are going to take a time.